Oh, we're having fun now with Nux at NuxTaku, who this time last month brought us this, saying someone is trying to dox VTubers by masquerading as Vshojo. I can't say more at this time, but please share this around and be careful. And having now come to us with this. Recently, there was a group of Doxxers that have been harassing VTubers and swatting them by impersonating Vshojo. We spent the last month tracking them down. A video in which Nux chronicles his involvement in this affair involving Doxxers, Vshojo, and VTubers, detailing that a Doxxer had reached out to him about winning an audition with Vshojo, even though he had never auditioned with Vshojo. And through a very fortunate connection, they were able to find this Doxxer's address, name, Discord, Doxbin, and website. The link to the video of this first-hand account is below, and also in the description below is the details from Vshojo as we now turn to our sub-correspondent ID. Well, thank you, sub-correspondent False. And yes, the VTuber company Vshojo had replied to Nux on Twitter, having now removed that original statement and now posting this special cybersecurity statement detailing that Vshojo had retained a third-party cybersecurity firm to help deal with the sort of swatting and doxing that many top live streamers have to deal with, adding that they have connected with authorities willing to take online harassment seriously and treat it like the criminal matter that it truly is, and that they had documented evidence and helped law enforcement put together cases that they will ultimately bring against the perpetrators of numerous swatting, doxing, and harassment incidents this year. Vshojo claims this has been ongoing since spring of 2021, and that they have been quiet on the matter as to not tip off the attackers that they are being pursued, saying this was unanimous advice given to them from both the cybersecurity experts and law enforcement. Further along, Vshojo had stated they have proactively reached out to assist numerous victims unaffiliated with the company, including moderators, independent VTubers, and their families. Due to ongoing law enforcement investigations, Vshojo will not be confirming whether or not any individual was arrested, and also that the recent specific campaign of impersonation of Vshojo is no longer an ongoing threat. At this time, confirming only 2 victims of this phishing/doxing effort. There was no breach of Vshojo's systems, and that the contractual language used in the phishing lures does not resemble genuine Vshojo contracts in any way. Vshojo would then go on to provide their own timeline, as well as trying to clear up other misconceptions they have seen over the course of this breaking news story. For full details, please read the link below. While there has been agreement, there has also been contention as how this was handled by both Nux as well as Vshojo, mostly concerning how much or how little information was given out. But clearly one side that everyone is on here is this one. Phishing, swatting, and doxing will not be tolerated, either by entertainment companies, entertainers themselves, and perhaps now, most importantly, law enforcement. And what is still a force to be reckoned with is Zentreya, the rocking red dragon, who has noted that today is Vshojo's 1-year anniversary, and hinting that there may be a special announcement. As what could also be special was found here not only on Nux's Twitter account, with redacted being placed in his name title, and also found on numerous other high-profile English VTubers, including that of Girl DM, Momo, Chibi, Beefy, Ali, Yuzu, and then later Bao, I Keep It Taco, Nemu, Freem, Ren, and Sen, with a number of these VTubers having followed and at times unfollowed this account at Gen V Live. A possible connection with all of this red acting, and with this account earlier today having removed its logo along with its statement that it was simply coming soon. But who is here now is Hanako, the strawberry dragon, seen here showing off their 3D form and saying VTubers who use VSeeFace, the popular 3D application for 3D VTubers, they just updated their app and now you can use assets just like you would with 2D VTuber models, with the main VSeeFace developer account Emiliana posting up this compilation of 3D VTubers taking 2D assets and then interacting with the 2D assets on a 3D plane. This potentially potential game changer development comes by way of Deet at Virtual Deet, saying, "I am so glad to see so many people using the new props in VSeeFace. After spending the last few weeks working on it, it is impressive to see such enthusiasm in large amounts, and to think it all started because I wanted a cheap Halloween costume." And also on the very cool development front is Fofamit, who had worked on our tracking, bringing us this very cool look at their Unreal Engine 5 self, showing off all of the new tracked objects and lighting and camera angles. We cannot wait to see more of this. And as a follow-up to one of our last stories, we now return to the open broadcaster software, that being OBS at the OBS project, with Streamlabs now confirming they are dropping OBS from their Streamlabs OBS application so as to now avoid confusion with OBS proper, along with Stream Elements and their OBS.live plugin also undergoing a rename to also avoid confusion. And what is not confusing is our new co-host, Lady, taking us on a trip to the Big Apple.
Thanks, False. Hi, everyone. I'm Lady. This weekend held Anime NYC, holding various events for anime, but also VTubers. HoloLive English Council was welcomed to Anime NYC for their New York City debut, though it wouldn't be an EN debut without the official EN curse, as the council members' panel had unexpectedly crashed. This video is uploaded by the lovely Etchy Sketchy, in which we get to see the EN curse live in action.
What about which are your favorite? You didn't think you could get away with having this much fun without us, did you?
And by crashed, I mean crashed by HoloMyth, an unexpected but welcome surprise. The panel would then end with a reminder of the lovely HoloLive English booths filled with various merch with the wonderful and talented HoloLive EN girls.
Also with this convention was this surprising collaboration between the Consulate General of Japan and HoloLive English, with the consulate posting this hashtag HoloLive makes a splash with its NYC debut at Anime NYC. Ambassador Yamanoshi got a photo op with Gaogura at the HoloLive English booth, with this VTuber also being photographed with Ben Kalos, a New York City council member, taking advantage of the giant HoloLive booth at this convention, along with these cut-out photo opportunities. Last time we brought you up to speed with this new HoloLive English merchandise by way of OmoCat, who has now updated us with this merchandise as well, showing off pastel t-shirts and hats, and claiming this merchandise is also on its way in December. And looking for some HoloLive talent fun? Well, check this out. It's the HoloLive Fusion Generator, combining the designs of various HoloLive talents with a strange and appealing accuracy, as though we are almost looking into some alternate timeline. And in this timeline, we can now fully report that Omega Alpha, the quasi half-talent, half-manager with HoloLive English, has now reached 100,000 YouTube subscribers without even having posted any content, once again bringing into question if they will be asking for a silver play button from YouTube. And also finding success now on YouTube is Haruka Caribou, rocketing up the charts with 15,000 new subscribers in a short amount of time, alongside TikTok sensation Kenji, finally proving that success on the TikTok platform can lead to success on other platforms, such as here on YouTube, and also now a very fastly growing Twitch channel. And surprise, it's almost winter time, with artist Mikeso bringing us this Winter Wonderland, featuring both a coated Amelia Watson and Gaogura, who are certain soon to be seen in various Padaru forms, such as in this piece by Tianya, with Kazuya Arita saying never too early for Christmas, delivering up this Sumi Ushio Padaru with Prism Project, the same Prism Project that has seen Non Anon driving the Bussy Bus for a busing time. Wait, what does bussy mean? Oh, you don't want to know. But you do want to know that Mary at Mary Dog held this successful collaboration, that being with Ayunda Risu of Hololive Indonesia, who is still currently celebrating non-stop Nut November, with Vshojo's Ironmouse now confirming that this talent with Hololive Indonesia is the next guest on her talk show, Speak of the Devil, which has been postponed from this week to the next week. And also another high-profile collaboration has been postponed, that being with Projekt Melody of Vshojo, alongside 1 million YouTube subscriber talent Kson, who was set to join Melody on the Vshojo Minecraft server. But this date did have to be delayed due to Melody taking a COVID immunity patch update, with this collaboration now intended for later today. And also, as a very quick update, Kson's character illustrator Yaman was seen recently floating around this design, a design intended to be used by the character illustrator themselves, and is currently undergoing live 2D rigging. Further along with character designs, here's a special one with the character illustrator Red Juice, the papa of HoloLive English's Iris, now showing off Iris's prototype designs with entirely different color schemes, showing off these cool, cute, and strange concepts, and dating all the way back to December of last year, well ahead of Iris's July 2021 debut, all while giving us a taste of what could have been. And yes, the time has come for codename Tora, cyborg VTuber, who did graduate this past weekend, celebrating with hundreds of viewers and friends over the course of half a day, showing us this cursed rendition of them without their antenna, and receiving a Utsu thank you from a certain HoloLive Indonesia zombie.
In more HoloLive news, Coragiali has been blessing our timelines on Twitter with her animations, which are honestly so clean and smooth. But this doesn't wrap up this segment of art just yet, though it may for the Vshojo Halloween art contest, which recently ended this Monday, November 22nd. This contest held some amazing submissions, such as various artists submitting them work from 3D, 2D, animations, and illustrations, such as this one of Vebe by @Draw2Adventure, to of course a threatening piece by @CrankyReady, illustrating a POV where the Vshojo girls are about to steal your candy, and this movie-like poster illustration coming in from @FroggyLock. And also, of course, one from myself.
Yes, it was very impressive illustrative and live 2D work, giving us both the normal and Halloween versions of Melody. As Ollie would also show off this work-in-progress animation for their character illustrator Lam's birthday, while also taking part in this HoloEN, HoloID, and HoloStars collaboration, which had included Hekos Bells, who announced they will be taking a 1-week break at the end of November, having also announced this Baywatch, a new reality TV show with the first episode premiering on November 30th. The Illustrate Bay hashtag is also very active lately, with Joe Saul giving us this Metro Bay, and MK saying I might be into red hairs with white highlights, as Crazy Ollie also mentioned this Niji Sanji English scares me. Niji Sanji English being another VTuber group of professional streamers, scaring all of us by changing the profile pictures to their CEO, a punishment doled out from their recent Ready Set Clash mega event, which saw all 10 of the Niji Sanji English members competing in Mario Kart, before finally showing their final cursed form. And while we are showing off animations, let's look at this one coming from Erie @Illustrator Erie, who often has been working on Niji Sanji English illustrations, calling this a work in progress for what is potentially going to be a full group video. And on the subject of VTuber companies protecting their talent, Niji Sanji has now announced that they now have a special task force to combat threatening behavior and defamation, now also for their overseas branches, while also announcing that Humanographia is going to terminate its services at the end of this year. That being the Virtual Host Club, as owned by Anycolor, the parent company of Niji Sanji, which employed over 50 talents at this location, in which you could put on VR goggles and talk one-on-one with virtual hosts. Concepts that continue to be toyed with, as also mentioned in this post coming by way of the Cover Corporation CEO, Yago, speaking to their goals to further immerse the company into the metaverse, which could potentially be seen seen in this 1-hour demonstration that we just received. That of the original crafting and building game being developed by Hololive entitled HoloEarth. Seen here in this very preliminary alpha stage, with the initial release of this game potentially not coming within a year or two. The 1-hour demonstration was subtitled in English and was made clear by the producer that it was shown specifically for feedback from the talents themselves. And lastly, on the subject of scams, here we have Shark Girl Token, whose account was suspended from Twitter before we could report on it. But don't worry, sharkgirltoken.com is still up, and here we can see that numerous official and fan artworks of Hololive English's Galgura are used here. A decentralized finance token, which is in no way connected to Cover Corporation or Hololive, but is very freely using their copyrighted imagery, with the account's primary artwork even being sourced to this piece of fan work. This token's value has very quickly crashed by 84%. What a shame. Lastly, please feel free to join us tonight on Twitch at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, where both Lady and ID will be playing Detroit Become Human. As also later Thursday night into Friday morning at midnight Eastern and 9 p.m. Pacific, Lady will be hosting a game of Hatoful Boyfriend with the Eye Candy, and we'd love for you to join us. And that is all for this episode. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Our memberships and Discord are now open, and we'll have more Things Vtubers Say for you soon.